Have you ever wondered how a company on the brink of collapse became one of the biggest names in technology? This is the incredible story of AMD, a tale of fierce rivalry, groundbreaking innovation, and one of the most stunning corporate comebacks in history. In the next few minutes, we'll uncover how AMD went from a small startup to a titan challenging Intel and Nvidia. Explore the key decisions that saved it from bankruptcy and look at what the future holds for this semiconductor giant. Stay tuned, because this is a story of resilience you won't want to miss. Advanced Micro Devices, or AMD, was founded on May 1, 1969, in Sunnyvale, California, by Jerry Sanders and 7 colleagues who had left Fairchild Semiconductor, the very same company that birthed Intel. Sanders had a bold vision: to challenge the big players and create a company where people were the most important asset. AMD started out as a second-source manufacturer, making reliable and affordable alternatives to the dominant chip makers. By positioning itself as a fast follower, AMD secured early contracts with major computer manufacturers, building a solid foundation for the long haul. During the 1970s and early 80s, AMD built its reputation producing logic chips and memory. It later started making microprocessors under license from Intel, but that relationship soured in the mid-80s when Intel blocked AMD's access to the x86 architecture. This sparked a series of legal battles that forged AMD's identity as a tenacious underdog. Despite these hurdles, AMD released the AM386 processor in 1991. It was faster and cheaper than Intel's version, a massive technical and legal win that announced AMD's arrival as a serious competitor in the PC market. This was the turning point that set the company on its own independent path. The late 90s and early 2000s were a golden era for AMD. In 1999, it launched the Athlon processor, the first to break the 1 GHz speed barrier, huge symbolic victory over Intel. This period showed that AMD could out-engineer its rivals with smaller budgets, relying on pure ingenuity. The company's revenue soared to over $4 billion by 2000 as it grabbed significant market share. The introduction of the Opteron processor in 2003 and the revolutionary AMD 64 architecture, which enabled 64-bit computing while still supporting 32-bit software, cemented AMD's status as a true innovator. But after this peak, AMD entered a period of extreme volatility, intense competition, falling prices, and strategic mistakes took their toll in the mid-2000s. The 2006 acquisition of graphics company ATI Technologies for $5.4 billion was meant to diversify AMD, but it initially strained the company's finances. Mounting debt and the 2008 global financial crisis pushed AMD to the edge. By 2014, revenue had plummeted, and its stock was trading for less than $2 a share. The company was dangerously close to bankruptcy, but behind the scenes, a quiet transformation was already underway. In 2014, Dr. Lisa Su took the helm as CEO, and her leadership was nothing short of transformative. She implemented a laser-focused strategy, streamline operations, restore financial discipline, and pour money back into research and development. Under her guidance, AMD cut its debt, shed low-margin businesses, and went all-in on high-performance computing. The launch of the Zen microarchitecture in 2017 marked a technological rebirth, delivering a more than 50% performance leap over previous generations. Investors took notice. AMD's market capitalization skyrocketed from under $3 billion in 2014 to over $200 billion by 2023, completing one of the most remarkable corporate turnarounds of our time. AMD's modern resurgence is built on three pillars: CPUs with its Ryzen and EPYC lines, GPUs through its Radeon brand, and custom chips for partners like Sony and Microsoft. The Ryzen series completely shook up the desktop PC market, offering incredible performance for the price and forcing Intel to innovate faster and cut its own prices. In the data center, EPYC processors gained serious ground, landing contracts with giants like Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, and Google Cloud. The 2022 acquisition of Xilinx pushed AMD into adaptive computing and AI, opening up new frontiers in telecom, automotive, and industrial tech. AMD was no longer just an alternative. It was a strategic equal to Intel and Nvidia. By 2025, AMD stands as a financially stable and diversified leader in the semiconductor industry. The company generated over $22 billion in revenue in 2024, with gross margins near 50% on par with the industry's best. Its balance sheet is healthy, and its annual R&D investment now exceeds $3 billion, showing a deep commitment to innovation. By operating across high-growth markets like gaming, AI, data centers, and embedded systems, AMD has built resilience against the boom and bust cycles that often plague the chip industry. Of course, AMD still faces a challenging competitive landscape. Intel remains a formidable rival with its massive manufacturing power, while Nvidia continues to dominate the high-end GPU and AI accelerator market. AMD's Fables' model, where it designs chips but outsources manufacturing to partners like TSMC, offers flexibility but also carries risks related to global supply chains and geopolitical tensions. To stay competitive, AMD has to keep differentiating itself through efficiency, cost-effectiveness, and superior architecture. Its greatest strengths are its agility, innovative spirit, and strong partnerships. Looking ahead, AMD's future hinges on its ability to lead in artificial intelligence and data-driven technologies. The company's EPYC CPUs and Instinct accelerators are gaining market share in AI training, while the Xilinx acquisition gives it a strong foothold in adaptive computing and AI at the edge. The financial challenge will be to balance massive R&D spending with profitability as competition heats up. But huge opportunities lie in automotive systems, 5G infrastructure, and energy-efficient computing. Continued success will depend on maintaining strong partner relationships and pushing the boundaries of chip design. The journey of AMD is a powerful story of resilience, innovation, and rebirth. From a humble second-source supplier to a titan standing shoulder to shoulder with Intel and NVIDIA, AMD has proven that a clear vision and relentless persistence can overcome incredible odds. Today, it provides a crucial balance in the semiconductor industry, representing a fusion of performance, accessibility, and efficiency. If AMD continues to execute its long-term strategy in AI cloud computing and adaptive systems, it is well on its way to securing its place among the most dominant tech companies in history. And that's a wrap on the incredible story of AMD. If you found this journey as fascinating as I did, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into the companies that shape our world. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.